This episode of the Real Chatter Podcast is brought to you by the Disney Bulletin, a guide to the sky. The Disney Bulletin enchants you with the latest news from the world of Disney. Follow us on Blue Sky. Hey, what is up, entertainment fans? It's your girl Je-Ree back for another episode of Real Chatter Podcast, and I'm joined with my co-hosts,
Ashley and Je-Ree here.
We are back to talk about another week of TV. Before we get into it, I have to let y'all know, if y'all don't know already, make sure y'all sign up to the newsletters and everything over at JeReeReviews.com. But I am no longer on Twitter. JeReeReviews.com is no longer on Twitter. JeRee Reviews Media, I'm sorry, is no longer on Twitter. Neither is Real Chatter Podcast, Chapter Chat Book Club, the Disney Bulletin. And I'm like, Soapwire.
Everything.
I'm forgetting one. Soapwire, we are all off of Twitter and we are on Blue Sky. So thank you guys for following. Y'all are blowing up Soapwire on Blue Sky. So I just want to say thank you so much.
Shout out to y'all.
Yes,
oh, we got something coming. We got something coming soon.
Oh, we have something coming, yes. And because Ashley does all those daily recaps, so all your
I'll be tired, yeah.
So I have to shout out Soapwire. She's working hard. Along with Alexis, she does the spoilers. And Zakia, she does the casting news. Like, it's a whole team effort. So I really, really appreciate it. But also, yes, follow us on the other accounts too. I just launched the Disney Bulletin, give you all your Disney World news. And it's so fun. Yeah, it's because we are a Disney fan here. So we talked a little bit too much before this. So we have to just speed through this show because there's so much going on. I just love Blue Sky, y'all. And Blue Sky needs to pay me because I really do like that app. It's really nice over there.
No, it's such a good app. It's so peaceful. Mm-hmm. Shout out to them too with just being able to subscribe and block. Oh my goodness, that is just like the greatest invention ever. And also the detached quote too. I said, oh, this is cute.
Yes, it's got some good features over there that are not on that other hateful app. So yeah, I'm not posting anything there. Everything that we are doing with this media stuff, that's what's going on over there. I mean, my personal account is still over there, but I'm not checking it. So just wanted to let you know that before we got into the show. So this week, what did we like on TV? Can you talk about Cross? I haven't started Cross yet, but you watched in advance. Everybody's loving Cross. I know.
I love it. It was I'm just so happy now that everybody gets to see what I saw. Because I just felt like, oh my God, y'all guys aren't ready for their show. And also there are some times too where Blackness is just so interwoven into the whole show. It's literally amazing. The landscapes, everything that's going on. And then of course the storylines are just chef's kiss. And then I'm also just really appreciative of just how they are digging into grief and how people relate to grief differently, especially when you're looking at Cross, his children, like all of that stuff is just literally amazing. It is such a good ass show with a sexy ass Black man with muscles. Oh, it's just so good.
How this hot? I know I have to start. It's just so much it's so much TV. And then Landman started Dunes tonight. So I'm like, I have to catch up on Cross because it's been sitting there and I've been wanting to watch it. I'm definitely gonna watch it.
You've been supposed to watch it.
I've been supposed to watch it. No, I'm like, yeah, girl, watching it. I'm watching it. It feels like I can never catch up with everything that's going on. But I'm definitely gonna watch Cross. Heard nothing but great things about it. We gave him Performer of the Week. So I'm excited that happened. Some finales happened, Tulsa King, stuff like that. Wow, 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 wow. I mean, I watched it, but I'm like, yeah. I don't really care about it. A lot of the fall finales are happening, so it's gonna be that big gap between. So I'll probably have time then to watch it. I'm trying to think. 911. Oh my God.
Can we? It's just one scene in particular, and I'm sure you probably know what I'm about to say once I say it. That made me audibly gasp because I didn't expect it. I was like, so, and it was the part where he shot the lady.
Oh.
Yeah, I didn't expect that.
Oh yes. Okay, I have to think. Yes. Okay. I'm like, who the fuck shoot? When I think 911, my mind automatically goes to Buck. That's my favorite character. Yeah, I thought that was interesting that they chose to do that with a white woman and a white instead of a Black lady in the car. I was like, interesting.
I liked it. Yeah. It was more of a twist because I feel like we are always seeing it when it pertains to someone Black and a white cop. So it was nice to see it done differently. And it just, oh my goodness. And then also just if we're going even back to everything that Angela Bassett's character was saying, she was absolutely right. So I don't know, it was just an amazing part of the episode for me that I was just like, I was so dug into it. It was great.
Yeah, because I had sciatica. So when she was running and then her legs started hurting, I was like, "Ooh, that sciatica kicking, girl." I know what she's, but it brings up an interesting conversation because I always felt like she's, older or whatever, and
Yeah.
it's like, how are you not a detective? Why are you still a sergeant? Why are you still? But you get on these detective
Yeah.
cases and you solve these. I'm like, just make her a detective. It could still work as part of the show. She doesn't have to be
Out there on the
patrolling the
street.
streets, yeah,
Yeah.
to be a part of whatever happens with the 118 or whatever. So
Oh,
I think that
yeah.
opened up, interesting conversation. And then also about like, when her and Peter, who plays Bobby, are gonna want to, leave.
Retire. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, what's gonna happen then? Because,
Exactly. I feel like those two are such another major draw because I mean
mhm,
everyone loves Angela Bassett. People
mhm,
do know Peter Cross just because he's been in so
TV.
many different TV series that have lasted for a long time. So
Yeah.
I think they are a big draw, but they just have a well-rounded cast right now. So if they ever wanted to leave, I feel like it would be okay. And then, our girl is she's an EP behind the scenes, so sis
That's
will
what I'm
still be
saying.
making
Yeah.
that money.
It can continue without them. That's why I was like, bring in, I really wish Nafisa Williams. If y'all don't know her, she was on One Life to Live. She played
Hmm.
stars like Boyfriend's Ex or whatever, like years and years ago. I don't know if you
Okay.
watched. She was dating one of those Ford boys, and she was like the ex on that. Well, she was in the Whitney Houston movie. She played Whitney Houston's
Oh,
girlfriend. Yeah, she just don't remind me.
yeah.
Yeah, I would love for her to come in as maybe like Angela Bassett's like niece. Well, no, she doesn't have any siblings, so like cousin or something, and like bring her up as a
Even boyfriend.
rookie. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
I think
Or,
that would be.
they always figure out something. There are so many ways that they could have the opportunity to bring in someone else. They just gotta do
They just gotta do it.
it.
And we have to talk about Matlock because I've been waiting because I watched this episode so long ago and I was like, Julian and Olivia are gonna kiss. And I can't wait until they
And
see.
then here I am. Ugh, I can't stand them together.
Last week I was like, oh, wait till she see, wait till she
I did not want it to happen. I knew it was going to happen, but I didn't want, and then I felt like it happened so soon. I kind of would have liked to see more of a build up to it, like
see.
maybe like seeing them working together more, seeing them iron some more stuff out. It just felt like it was like, bam, we back together. I was just like,
Yeah, because the
okay,
first half of the season, they weren't, it was just like quick scenes between them. And I was like, what is
yeah,
their story? Why did they divorce? How did we get here? And then they did it in a one, they did it in one episode and it did go very quickly. It's like, okay, they had one
yeah,
case, they had a disagreement, but they broke up. But still, what was that tension that got
yeah,
them to that? But we'll see. I mean, just because they kiss doesn't mean they're gonna stay together. Sometimes, you kiss your ex, whatever, they didn't stop, and the
hmm
kids are there, they having ice
the
cream.
familiarity of it
Yeah,
all, like,
yeah.
yeah,
They just
yeah,
won
that
the
was all
case. Yeah. So we'll see,
happy
especially
again.
like when her boo come back. I'm sure he's gonna come back, like how she's gonna deal with that. So I thought that was great.
Yeah, because he's definitely coming. And can we just talk about like that episode once again did have me crying just because just the stand scene with one of the moms and how she got
Mhm.
her to open up, but also I don't know. It just felt like a moment when Maddie congratulated one of the moms. The look on her face just was like, it just screamed to me that this ain't enough. Tight. I mean, and I was just like, and I don't know if Maddie kind of understood that. I kind of felt like she did. And because it felt like Maddie kind of made it about her in a sense
Mhm.
and what she would like to happen instead of putting herself in the place of those parents. So
Yeah.
that was kind of good to see. It was so good. This show is so
That actress, I feel like
good.
I've seen her before. I can't think where, but yeah, the one mom, the black mom that
Hmm.
got up on the and told the story of what it's like to, I mean, that was so
Oh, gut wrenching.
heartbreaking. Yeah. So she did a great job. Like I was like, this show is so good. I'm so happy it's renewed for a second season, so we don't have to worry about that
Yes.
already. Yeah.
And also like just to name too, the episode title was like 16 steps. And I was just like,
Mhm.
nah, I don't think I'll ever be able to get that out of my head.
Yeah.
It was so good,
It
y'all.
was so good. Speaking of renewals, Reasonable Doubt was renewed for a new season.
Yay.
We have any Reasonable Doubt fans? I'm excited about that.
Yes,
I was gonna say
definitely.
what else? Again, like the only shows I don't like, I watch, so I can say I don't like it because Dr. Oz-
I know it's the
yeah,
one with my man. I don't
yeah,
like
'cause
him
it's just like
either. So
we have to like give like the good and the bad because everything that we're watching is good. And so like
yeah,
you were the same. If we don't like it, I'm not gonna watch it. Like I'll just cut it off
exactly.
in the middle of a season. But I'm like, we have to give something for the podcast. And also I was like, I'm just hoping that it's going to pick up and make sense. It's not
Sooner or later.
doing that. Yeah, John Stamos guest starred on this episode. He played the captain's brother who was gay. It was a gay week. So it was like it's great for inclusion and it's great for that.
Yes,
But it's like the
definitely.
story doesn't make sense. So last week they had that whole threesome thing,
Three
and this
something. Yeah.
yeah, and this week Joshua Jackson was like, "That's not really me," and I was like, "Thank God," because I don't want to see
That was just a one-time thing.
what
You
I
know.
think, and it was nice and I had a good time, but I'm just a one
It was
person.
cute and all.
Yeah. And I was like, yeah, it just didn't make sense. Like, I was like, I don't want to see a whole season of us going through this relationship with three people. This person's mad. This
Mhm.
person's mad. It would have just been too much. So, not that I'm
And then
against
at
couples.
the end of the day, it's just
Yeah.
going to be one couple. It's not
Right.
going to like stay a throuple. It's just somebody's going to get X'd out sooner or later.
It never works in any of the shows I watch.
Yeah. And to be honest, I love me some Joshua Jackson, but that lady, I don't feel like they have chemistry for me. I just don't see it.
She has chemistry with no one. And she's from Hamilton.
Okay.
Did you see Hamilton?
Yes, shit, that's
She's
her.
a sister. She's a sister that gets
Oh,
Hamilton. Angela Bassett, Lord. That Renee Lee Goldsberry's in love with. That's her sister.
yeah. See,
Yeah.
I did not clock that at all.
Yeah, I know her
Hmm.
name Philippa Sue. I'll never forget it because I love that musical so much.
Oh
And I was
my
like,
God, the musical was
oh my
great.
God,
It's a great
her sister's
musical.
in it. Yeah. And I'm like, girl, just sing. Like, that's all I want to see. Would you just sing?
Please, come on.
Please just sing
Sooner or
your
later,
voice.
that's gonna
Yeah,
happen.
it's
They're gonna
gonna
have like a
happen.
talent show on the cruise
Talent
ship.
week, yeah. She gonna sing, and they're gonna be like, I didn't know you could
Oh, you can do.
sing.
Oh,
Yeah, it's like
like,
we all know she can sing because she's from Hamilton. Yeah,
exactly. We know this. Thank you.
we
Thank you. We're just
know.
waiting for y'all.
Yeah, we're just waiting for them to do the damn musical episode. I'm trying to
Oh,
think. What?
I did. Well, too. I don't really watch anything that I, don't like. But also, really quickly, can Ghost was so funny. That's another thing
That's
too
what
that I
I was
think
like, Ghost
people
next. Yeah.
see. Look at telepathic.
Mhm.
But I was just like, that show is just hilarious to me. I don't know. It just seems so whimsical and just fun and fancy fee and all of this other stuff. Like, I don't know
Mhm.
what it is about that show. Like, even like when they said that that one of the ghosts was actually dating Jay, and it's like, oh snap.
I
I
found
mean,
Ghost one time. I started watching it. They were already done with like season. They were gonna start season three. Was gonna start airing. I found it one day because like Paramount Plus had just recommended it, and I was like, I have seen like previous. I was like, whatever. Let me just watch the show. And I was cracking up by the first episode. That happened
cracking
to a
up.
new girl with me, and I was like, this show is so funny. So now I'm like obsessed. I got when I tell you I
Mhm.
went to New York Comic Con and I got to interview that cast,
It's the
and they
best thing
walked
ever,
in.
right?
Yeah, and I was just like, don't fan out, don't fangirl out, don't fangirl out. Because I'm in the room also the media, and I'm like, everybody's so cool and calm. The cast is here.
Be professional, be
And I was like,
professional.
be professional.
Hi.
And they were just so nice. And that, that hair,
Yes.
honey, I was like, I was like, I don't want to be a creep. I want to touch this man's hair. And I know not to touch hair because we black. I didn't do
Don't
it. I did
touch
ask.
my
Yeah, but I was
hair.
just like, his hair is so nice.
Nice and shiny and flowy
Shiny
and
and
fancy
native.
free.
And I was like, oh my God, your hair is so nice. So that's all I kept thinking, right? I just want him to do that.
Yeah, or
And I got
I
to
think they
tell,
mentioned. Sorry, I think they mentioned his hair too on this
yeah,
episode
they
or something.
mentioned they always talk about his hair because it's nice. And then I got to tell Brandon, who plays Isaac, who's my favorite character. I was like, I had to tell him, I said, I'm so sorry. I just want to tell you how you are. I think you are the most funniest person. And he was like, oh, thank
Oh,
you. And I was like, so I was like, your face, the faces that that damn man makes on that show be
it's
taking me
hilarious.
out. Yes. Yes, it's so funny. I love Ghost.
Oh God, that show, y'all. Please watch it if you haven't. Oh
Please
my
watch
gosh.
Ghost. Yeah, so like Sass, all these ghosts have ghost powers except Eddie. And his powers, he can enter dreams of the people that are alive. And he went in that dream, and Jay was dreaming about the girl, and he thought he was dating her, and he was dating Jay, quote unquote. It was so funny. It's hard to explain if like you don't know
Yeah, you
this.
just have to watch it, y'all. Trust us.
Just so funny.
This is coming from like two people who randomly stumbled across this show because I
Yeah.
did the same thing and I binged it
Mhm.
cracking up. So yeah, like it's so great. I hate now that I have to wait weekly.
I hate that I have to wait weekly. I keep reaching
Netflix
out
to the
to
past
PR
spoiled
like, y'all
me.
got them episodes? Y'all got them
Yeah,
episodes?
I need the maps.
You
I
got
need
them
that.
episodes? And, I got to talk to the two creators who both are named Joe, and they're very sweet guys. And it's so funny because one of them follow me on Twitter. That's another reason why I hate getting rid of my Twitter because some of the showrunners
Yeah.
and stuff follow me. And he was like, thanks so much for all your love online. I see you online. You always talk about the show. And I was like, yeah,
Um,
yeah. I don't want to sound like a stalker, but yeah.
yes, that's me. Thank you so. I mean, but it feels great to have them too. Like they see it. It's like, oh
Yeah.
snap. That's that's like when Janae from Love Island USA says something to
Right.
me.
You get it. You're like, ah, be professional.
Scared because you don't think they're
Act
going
like
to
you
see
talk to
it.
people for a living. Yeah. Side note, that's what happened to me, y'all. I got over the weekend. Real Chatter Podcast got to take part in a roundtable with the African American Film Critics Association for Unstoppable, starring Jarrell Jerome, Jennifer Lopez, yada
Ooh.
yada. So yeah, Jarrell Jerome, it was my turn to ask that question. And he was like, hi. And I was just like,
See what happened? What?
I was like, get the question out. And I usually do not get starstruck, y'all. I'm not like not saying like, oh, I do this all the time, but I've just never been that type of
I
person.
bet he's beautiful though.
Yeah,
I
but
bet he
he's
has nice
so fine.
skin,
He's
nice
so
eyes.
he's like very smiley, and he's like, yeah. And I'm just like, oh my God, please stop.
I can just think about when they see us. I just feel
Mhm.
he killed that role. Like it
Yeah,
was just so
I think he won an
amazing. So
Emmy for that one.
yeah, he did. He
Hmm.
did. He should have won. He should have won everything. Quiet
Yeah,
as it's kept. But yeah, oh my goodness, it's so amazing. I continue to wish him nothing but success because that was
yes.
such a pivotal miniseries.
Yeah, and Unstoppable is out on Prime Video next January like 16th. It's on the site, so don't quote me. Yeah. But it's a good movie. So
Dang.
yeah, if you guys
I
haven't
was
seen it,
hoping December.
yeah,
Sheesh.
no, January. They did like a small theatrical release and they were at it was at the film festivals and stuff, but it'll be
Okay.
on it'll be on Prime.
Yeah.
So what else happened on TV? Oh, Grey's
Grace.
Anatomy.
Yo,
Yeah,
why do we keep
yeah,
saying that the same? Like, what
yeah.
is happening here?
Yeah. Please. I know.
Grace
That's been
surprised me.
great. Surprise, because I just knew she was going to die because she's
Me
leaving.
too.
So I
Me
guess
too.
maybe her sister dying is still a way for her to be like, I can't do this or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, and still a way for her to exit out. I did think
Mhm.
it just like I know I mentioned it too like last week. It just felt like old Grace. Like for me,
Mhm.
it just felt like no one's safe. Anything can happen. You
Yeah.
never know what's gonna happen. So like I was in it the entire freaking episode. I was like loving every single bit of it. I thought it was so good.
Yeah, I thought it was good too. The only thing is like with the sister, I felt like before Grays used to really build out those guest patient arcs to when you felt
Yeah.
something, I felt like she wasn't there long enough for me to feel something. It
You
would have
feel it
felt
because of
yeah,
the
I'd have
food.
felt it
Yeah.
more if Yasuda was the one that actually did die. And then also I'm like, oh, what's his glasses? I keep calling him glasses, Levi, because remember his
Levi.
glasses fell into the. I'm like, oh, glasses is leaving, and it's like,
At least he got
uh,
his happy ending.
he got his happy ending, but I also feel like he wasn't with the priest long enough for me to be like, we
Oh,
need
to care, right?
together. Yeah, you know,
They rushed it.
they rushed it, and I'm like, what you rushing it for? If y'all knew he was leaving, I could have started that last season. You could brought the sister on
Exactly.
last season. And then
Exactly.
like what happened with Catherine? Like she had her biopsy and then
Every
she just disappeared.
Debbie needed a break.
Right.
They have to make sure they didn't mess up her episode count.
Yeah, her episode count. I'm sure she's directing. She probably directed the episode. But it's so many characters
Exactly.
that, they rest people or whatever. And
Exactly.
yeah, but it felt like old Grace and then Owen apologized. I was like, thank you, Owen. Get your head out your ass. Cause like
Yes.
it
And,
was
and the thing was too, like she kissed her
yeah,
and she stopped it immediately. If you let her get out what happened, you can get more context to the story instead of storming off like a little bitch. Like I was just
right.
like, what is happening here?
Every time
Stop.
you're probably like, every time I get married, these fucking bitches miss
Somebody gotta cheat.
yeah,
Somebody gotta
every
choose their
time.
profession.
Every time. Like, try a guy next time, Owen. It's like you are having bad luck in the
Look,
love department.
it is bad. It's
It's
so bad. He just needs
bad
to
for
he needs to
him.
go and find Christina again and just go back.
Just go back to
Just
where she's at, Zurich or whatever. Just find
yeah.
her.
That
Like,
is your match, sir. I'm
right.
sorry.
Because I mean, what's the name he got with? I be forgetting he was with
Amelia,
Amelia, Derek's sister. I be forgetting they had a whole thing.
a whole thing for like
Yeah.
seasons. But low key, she's another character who she doesn't really hit with relationships.
She
Like I
doesn't
feel like
either.
she's lacking chemistry there too. So at least Owen's not in his lonely in that boat.
Yeah, they
Somebody
tried to
else
put
is
her with a
with her.
woman too, or like a non-identifying person, and that still didn't hit. I was like, she just had chemistry. Ain't right.
Anybody, just let her
Like
be
they
asexual and
gorgeous
call it a day.
Link. Yeah, with Link, and that didn't work. I was like,
Link is so much better too with Joe.
he
Oh, that's
is.
what I can't wait for next week. And I know they were gonna have a hiatus for a whole freaking month. I hate when they
Yeah.
do stuff like this. Ugh, God,
I know. I need to know what's going on with them and them twins. I feel like she's gonna lose those
me
babies
too.
because it's Grace.
Yeah,
So
yeah, it is
they're gonna
great.
go through all of that. They're gonna heal, and then the baby's gonna die.
Yep.
So
Because Loki looks like she's about to get into an acceptance, and then she's gonna realize, oh my God, and I really wanted these kids. And da, da,
yeah,
da, da. And you already know what's gonna happen.
you already know what's gonna happen. I'm just here for those two I'm so bad at names, y'all. But y'all know who I'm talking about. Simone and is it Simone?
Simone and
Yeah.
Lucas.
And what's his face? Derek's nephew.
Lamone.
Lucas.
Yeah, Lucas. They called the couple Lamone.
Lamone, yeah. It's
Or
so many
Lamone, something
characters
like
with so
that.
many names because that reminds me to Brilliant Minds interns. And that was did you watch it?
Oh, yes, I did watch
Okay.
it.
They finally got that man able to speak that was locked in and he was gay and that's why he left Russia. And he was like,
Yep.
I don't want to live like this. And they were like, huh? Like we did all this work and
We did all of this.
yeah.
Okay.
And he's like,
Okay.
but I mean, I low key feel him. Like, I don't want to talk to the computer now. He has to care for me. Like, until I'm
Yeah.
80 laying in his bed. Like, nah, I'm good.
Mm.
Just send me
Let me
off.
go.
Let me
Yeah.
go. Yeah.
And that's such a hard thing. Low key, this episode is really about grief.
Yeah.
That's the thing too. Like when someone knows that they're dying or knows that this is a type of life that they don't want to, live with, they always kind of make the decision that, this ain't for me. Because I could see them feeling like this isn't living,
Yeah.
like who wants to have something like that? And also, no one wants to feel like a burden to the people they love. And I think like that's a really hard thing for, people to deal with. Like nobody wants to be a burden. That's hard.
Yeah.
So
And
I,
I
I,
mean,
I understood them.
yeah, he had all that time to think about it too. Like, do I want to continue like this or do I like, even though he now is able to communicate? And I think it was so beautiful how they did it. How, like, even though we didn't have the audience didn't have to hear him talking as a computer, it made it seem like he was right there and they were having like a normal
Yeah.
conversation. I thought that was really, really great how
Yeah.
they did that. I was like, this show is so good. And to me, low
It
key,
was
better
so
than
brilliant.
Grace. It's better than
Yeah.
Grace.
It is, it is, it is. But also because it's fresh and it's new and it's not 21 seasons in.
Right.
So
Right.
that's what makes it so different. Oh my God, there was another show this week that I wanted to talk to you about, and
Okay.
now just like poof, and
I was gonna say what
I
oh,
just lost it.
Rescue High Surf.
Oh no. Mm-mm.
I was gonna say we don't really talk about that one. I'm trying to think. Like we got a few minutes left. I'm trying to go through all my like list of shows. What else
Yeah,
came on?
and I
Was it
had it.
Abbott?
It was
Was it Abbott?
Well, no, Abbott is always great. Oh, but
Yeah.
I did think too, like Ava, I kind of, not even kind of, I enjoyed Ava being more so in the spotlight.
Mhm.
And also, like, it just shows to, granted, she has this tough exterior. She looks like she doesn't care. But, they're kind of opening up more and more that you see
Mhm.
what she does do for, the community and the students that we don't necessarily get to see or that we just get glimpses of, And it's
Right.
just, that show is just so great. It's so
I
good.
my only gripe is we waited so long for them to put those two characters together, and we have not seen them do anything since since like they kissed the last season.
That is so right. Oh
Like,
my God, I
hello?
didn't even think
Yeah.
about that.
Are they gonna show
They
them on
they
a
like we
date?
put them together.
Yeah.
Y'all be happy now.
Right. Like no dating, no kissing. I mean, they flirt, but I'm like,
Mhm.
where's the rest of it?
And
We've been waiting so long. Quinta, I got a bone to pick with you, and Quinta's on Blue Sky now, so I'm gonna be skeeting her. I didn't make that up. It's called skeet. I'll be skeeting her. That sounds so crazy.
It does. But that's what they call it. That's what they
That's what
call
they
them in the
call it. They don't
freestyle
call it
streets,
tweets.
okay?
They call it
Mm-mm.
skeets.
I'm
I
sorry. That
was
is
like,
so
oh, I hit
insane.
skeet.
That's why I be trying to view skeet after dark, and you gonna have
Yeah,
it all messed
right.
up.
Skeet after dark. Oh man, so it's been another
Oh
great
man,
week in TV. Nothing to
that was a really good
really.
week. You know it's November sweeps. They pulling out everything.
They pulling out
Okay.
everything. Guest stars. They had old
Mm-hmm.
boy from that CW show on Fire Country that everybody loves, that white boy Jared.
Jared
Yeah,
Padalecki.
yeah. From
Yeah.
Supernatural. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
he did his guest spot. He started his guest arc on Fire Country. So yeah, that
Oh.
happens.
Okay, I like what's happening, and I need to get back into that. Paramount Plus does have a lot of good shows that I need to get into, especially I want to watch The Lioness, so I need to make time for it, and I need to start with the first season. I gotta see that show, so I
Yeah,
gotta
another
make time
black-led
for it.
show. Zoe is black. I know people have issues
Mhm.
with how some stuff but she has cleared it up.
Yeah.
She has done some self-discovery, some therapy.
Yep.
She got that
Yep.
Marvel money. Now she realizes she's
Yeah. Now you got the Marvel one.
she's her own
I
black.
changed my ways. I realize who I
Yeah.
am.
After they dragged her for that Nina Simone biopic, she's like, "Oh yeah, no, wait."
Oh, oh, I forgot about that. I probably did that
I'm
on
the
purpose, if
only
I'm being
person that kind
honest.
of want to see it low key. Like what? Like I want to see what they did with it.
I wouldn't.
I know. Like you know how something is so bad, you just like I just want to see like they didn't release it. It has to be so bad. I just want to see how bad it is.
All I saw was the picture. I was like, oof.
Yeah, the picture was
Mm-mm.
bad. I mean, yeah, they could just found an actress, but yeah. So y'all, that's
Right
all the time we
thinking.
have. All the time we have for today's episode. Like I said in my skeet before we start recording, this is like the highlight of my week. This gets my week going before I have to go to my 9 to 5. I love talking with you, girl. You know, I love you to death.
Same here. I so
Yes.
appreciate you. I just love this comes be free because people don't sometimes people don't understand like television and the love for it. So
Yes,
love
they're like
this.
when you watch so much TV, I'm like, because I just love it. So,
Exactly. Cobra Kai too. Yeah, make sure you watch that. The
oh,
second
Cobra
half
Kai,
came out.
yes. All
Right
right, y'all.
piece.
We are run out of time. This thing's gonna cut off on us, girl. We still on the free account because we need y'all to subscribe
They
so we can
don't need
get
to know our
monetized.
business.
So we get monetized, y'all. But thank you so much for listening and commenting. We're gonna be on Spotify, YouTube. As always, y'all have a great week.
Have a great week.
Bye
Bye.
bye.